You're in a promotion cycle. Your numbers are strong, your feedback is solid. And somehow the spotlight keeps landing on the same person. They're not the top performer. They're the one who always laughs at the boss's jokes and magically appears whenever leadership walks into the room. They stay late only when someone important is watching, and remember everyone's birthday with performative posts and emojis. In every meeting, they're right next to the manager, nodding hard enough to get whiplash. And over time, you notice something. Projects go to them, praise goes to them, opportunities go to them. You start to think, is this place actually about performance? Or is it about politics and people-pleasing? In this episode of Daily Mind Vibes, we're going to break down what really happens in a politically charged office when a people-pleaser controls the spotlight, and how you can play this game without becoming fake or selling your soul. Let's be honest. Most modern offices don't promote the best work. They promote the best story about the work. And the people-pleaser on your team has mastered that story. They volunteer in public and complain in private, hype others when it makes them look generous, and somehow always end up in the center of the photo. Meanwhile, you might be the opposite, taking on the hard work quietly, fixing the messes they leave behind, delivering results that show up in dashboards, not selfies. In one-on-ones, your manager says, "You're doing great. Keep it up." But in group settings, the praise keeps circling back to the same person. You tell yourself, "I don't do politics. My work should speak for itself." But in a political environment, your work doesn't speak for itself. It whispers. And the people-pleaser? They're speaking into a microphone every single day. So let's decode why this works. First, availability bias. Leaders remember what they see the most, not always what created the most value. The people-pleaser is always in the room, in the chat, in the inbox. Your results live in spreadsheets. Their face lives in everyone's short-term memory. Second, emotional safety. In a tense office, managers cling to people who make them feel liked and supported, even if it's mostly flattery. The constant nodding and agreeing feels like loyalty, even when it's really just self-protection and self-promotion. Third, narrative control. They don't just do work, they narrate it. Always posting, thanking, and highlighting how grateful and honored they are to be central. That constant narration tells everyone, without words, "I'm central, I'm essential, I'm loyal," and your brain quietly absorbs that story. So you start to believe, if I stay authentic and quiet, I lose. If I play this game, I'll become fake. That inner conflict freezes you. You do nothing. And while you wait for merit to speak, the people-pleaser keeps climbing the ladder. Here's the painful truth. When you refuse all politics, you're not opting out of the game. You're just choosing the losing team. You stop sharing wins because it feels like bragging. You avoid networking because it feels manipulative. You skip informal conversations because they feel fake. But to everyone around you, it doesn't look like, "I have integrity." It looks like, "I'm invisible, I'm not ambitious," or "I'm not leadership material." So here's the shift. The opposite of toxic politics is not silence. The opposite of toxic politics is clean influence. If this sounds like your office, the same smiling face next to the boss while you do the work in the background, you're not paranoid, and you're not alone. On Daily Mind Vibes, we unpack psychology like this so you can understand the game you're in and play it with integrity instead of pretending it doesn't exist. If that's the kind of breakdown you want in your feed, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Now let's talk about what you can actually do. Experiment 1. Change the label in your head. Instead of, "I don't do politics," try, "I don't do dirty politics. I practice clean influence." Clean influence means you tell the truth about your work without exaggerating, you give credit generously without erasing yourself, and you build relationships before you need them. Start small. After a project, don't just submit the deliverable. Send a short recap. Problem we solved, what we did, result we saw, people who helped. No hype, no fake humility, just a clear story of impact. You're not copying their flattery. You're making your work visible. Experiment 2. Build your own power map. In a political office, the org chart and the real power map are not the same thing. Ask yourself, who actually influences promotions and big projects here? Whose opinion does your boss listen to? Who spreads information fastest? Pick 2 or 3 of those people and start building quiet, genuine relationships with them through projects, short coffee chats, and simple follow-ups. You're not sucking up. You're making sure the people who actually shape decisions know what you're capable of. Experiment 3. Protect your boundaries. One of the most dangerous roles is becoming the silent fixer behind a loud people pleaser. They overpromise, run to you in a panic, you rescue the project, and they present the win. Repeat that enough and you become the reliable shadow nobody remembers at promotion time. So start using clean no's and conditional yes. I can help, but then we'll update the owner, or loop the manager in so we can prioritize. This stops you from being uncredited emergency support, forces your contributions into the open, and reveals who respects your boundaries and who only values free labor. Most politically charged offices reward people who manage perception, not just people who do the work. If you stay out completely, you don't look noble, you look invisible. Your goal is not to become the next office politician. Your goal is to make your impact visible, build real relationships, and stop being the silent fixer in the background. So this week, rename politics to clean influence in your head. Map the real power lines on your team, and stop doing invisible rescues. Attach your name to the work you actually save. If this helped you see your office more clearly, hit like so it reaches others stuck behind professional people pleasers, and subscribe for more calm breakdowns of the psychology running your workday. And before you swipe away, drop a comment. Is there a people pleaser blocking promotions in your office? And how are you dealing with it? You might realize you're not the only one playing on hard mode, and that alone can change how you play. That's your daily mind vibes for today. Tune your mind, own your game. If this hit home, smash like, subscribe for more daily psychology experiments, and hit the bell.